Working with a real estate attorney, what you need to know. Uh, NAR has a new consumer guide on what you need to know about real estate attorneys and working with real estate attorneys. And so, like what I've done with the others, we're just going to read through it. I may make some comments as we go along. This should really apply to both residential and commercial. Honestly, in this case, maybe more with commercial than residential, which is, if you've been following along, most of these consumer guides are focused on residential customers. So this one is for it's still oriented toward them, but in terms of use of real estate attorneys, I think that is something that comes up more with commercial clients than with residentials. But let's jump in. Consumer guide, working with a real estate attorney. Buying a home is one of the most important decisions you can make. Many professionals are available to help you throughout the home buying process, including a real estate attorney. When navigating the home buying process, this is how a real estate attorney can help you. Excuse me. What does a real estate attorney do? A real estate attorney handles the legal side of your home purchase or sale. They review contracts, clear up title issues, explain your rights and responsibilities, and ensure all legal documents are completed and filed properly. They can also help resolve unexpected issues that may arise before or at closing, like title defects, missing signatures, or last-minute loan problems. So I am going to pause here just real quickly on a few things. Obviously, for commercial, we're talking about homes here, but for commercial, it could be any property that you are buying. And what we're doing here so far is talking about closing attorneys primarily. And closing attorneys usually do also handle other real estate related issues. But in terms of the process that we're talking about here, we're talking about the closing process as much as anything. So let's get back to it. Do I need a real estate attorney? In some states, it is not legally required to hire a real estate attorney. Yet, even when not legally required, having a real estate attorney can offer valuable peace of mind, particularly if your transaction involves complexities such as renovation loans, probate or trust ownership, co-buying arrangements, seller financing, or title concerns. Attorneys can also help review contract language and guide you through decisions with long-term financial consequences. How do I find a real estate attorney? You can find a real estate attorney by asking your agent, who is a realtor or lender, for referrals. You can also contact your local or state bar association for a directory of licensed attorneys. Look for someone who specializes in residential real estate and is familiar with local laws and processes and procedures, excuse me. So here we go. This one just said look for someone who specializes in residential. And I would, again, for commercial, there is something to be said that someone who does commercial issues may do something a little bit different from residential. But generally, most of the attorneys I know, if they do real estate, they're familiar with both. I would say, in my experience, if there is a loan involved, if you are financing the property, most of the time the lender has an attorney that they like to use. And so most of the time they'll do it. It's not that it's impossible for you to do, because there are people who will say, I really would like to use this attorney. And I've really never had anybody object if somebody wanted a particular group. But just so most of the time, it's if there's a loan involved, a lender is probably going to have a preference. So, all right, let's get going. What services do real estate attorneys provide buyers? Buyers may rely on attorneys to review and explain the purchase agreement, conduct or confirm the title search, and resolve any legal issues tied to ownership. They may also coordinate with your lender to ensure all loan documentation is accurate, including the deed, settlement statement, and loan paperwork. Attorneys can also assist with unique circumstances, such as navigating renovation loans or purchasing from an estate. What services do real estate attorneys provide sellers? Sellers may work with attorneys to draft or review the sales contract, prepare required disclosures, and complete closing documents. An attorney can help address property-related issues like liens, boundary disputes, or unresolved title matters. If the home is part of an estate or held in a trust, an attorney ensures compliance with proper transfer. They also oversee closing to make sure the transaction is completed securely and correctly. Can a real estate attorney help me negotiate the price of a home? Not directly. Negotiating the price of a home is usually the role of your real estate professional who understands market trends and how to structure competitive offers. However, a real estate attorney can help protect your legal interests during the negotiation process by reviewing the purchase contract, flagging legal concerns, and advising on terms like contingencies, closing timelines, and seller concessions. How can a real estate attorney protect me from disputes? A real estate attorney helps prevent disputes by ensuring all legal documents are accurate, enforceable, and aligned with state and local laws. They verify that the title is clear, ensure required disclosures are made, and review contract terms to avoid misunderstandings. Why might a state require an attorney's involvement? Some states legally require an attorney to be involved in the closing process, typically to prepare documents, oversee fund transfers, or certify the title. In other states, attorney involvement is optional, but still common in complex or high-value transactions. Knowing your state's legal requirements can help you prepare for closing and avoid delays. As always, when buying or selling a home, it is important to check your local and state laws. And here's our little disclaimer. Practices may vary based on state and local laws. Consult with your real estate professional and or an attorney for details about how state law where you're purchasing a home may vary. Please visit facts.realtor for more information and resources. So that is NAR's consumer guide for real estate attorneys. As I have done in the past, I will put in the video description a link to this consumer guide so that you can see it. Also, it has within it, embedded in it, some links to a few other helpful resources that you might be able to use. And also, you can, if you have any other questions or things that you don't know, you can leave me a message in the comments. You can also reach out to me. I will put a link to my website, and you can reach me through there. And I think that about wraps this one up. I am David McCoy. I am a commercial real estate broker based in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm licensed in Kentucky and in Indiana. I do commercial real estate, global real estate, and some residential real estate. If you have any other questions, reach out to me. I'd love to help you if I can. Also, if you're looking for information about various topics and you check out my YouTube channel, I have a number of videos that cover a number of topics. You might find some helpful resources in my YouTube channel, and you might also find some helpful information on my website. So that's it for today, and I hope you have a great day, and hopefully I will see you at a future video. Take care. Bye.